Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Passion from Pain Chosen Family Gathering. That's what we're doing here today, is celebrating those of us who don't have family, extended family, and those of us that may be celebrating the holidays alone this year. And I know the feeling all too well. As a lot of you know, I had cut off some family in the past and found myself in this position. In the moment, I didn't realize that's what I was doing. Holidays came around and it was like, holy cow, it's just me and my son and nobody else. And that was the toughest, roughest holiday season I had ever been through. And so I know the pain, and I wanted to take this opportunity to, you know, be there with you guys and celebrate with you because I understand what it feels like. I understand the just heartache of being alone for the season. And that's what we're doing here. And we're hanging out and we're celebrating each other. We're celebrating the fact that we chose ourselves. Maybe you left a toxic situation like I did. Maybe you left an abusive situation. And now you're finding yourself here and alone. And I appreciate you guys and I love you guys. And that's what today is all about. And today, we're going to find family. We're going to hang out and we're going to have a really good time doing it as well. And just welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the Chosen Family Gathering. And so we'll just kind of get right into it. And by the way, I do have a gift for you guys today. And so this is my first time doing a live stream on StreamYard. And so I'm really learning how to do this. And so, excuse me if I get a thing or two kind of wonky. But what I want to do is put in the comments here um, a link for you guys. Let's see. Do, 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 do. I want to put a link in here for you guys so that you can get this surviving the holidays guide. And what it is what you can do for yourself this holiday instead of hanging around and instead of wallowing in the sadness and instead of just being alone and feeling bad. You can build, you can do productive things. I remember my first holiday alone. I actually posted a video about it, and it a pretty sad video. It was really hard for me to record because it took me back to my very first holiday that I did spend alone. And I remember just wrapping the presents for my son. Nobody there, nobody to share the experience with, nobody to just share the moment, the holiday, the any kind of joy, And all I could feel was the heaviness of being alone for the holidays. Um, and it was tough. It was rough. Waking up the next morning and realizing that there was no gifts for me. Only things that were there were things that I had put there to keep up the appearance of Santa Claus for my son. And so that's what it was like. And I remember that feeling all too well. And so instead of feeling sorry for ourselves and instead of feeling extremely lonely and wallowing in that feeling and allowing it to just consume us, we can do something very different with that. And that's what this gathering is about. It's about, what else can I do? Can I do something uplifting? And absolutely, you can do something very uplifting with this time. you know it's in the time of silence. It's in these times where everything is just quiet and the world just stops, seems to stop, that we find ourselves, really. And and I know these things, I felt these things, and I've been through these experiences, myself. And so that's what we're going to do today. And I also have the surviving the holidays guide, and then how to build your future family guide as well. How to get the right people into your life, how to build the people that truly authentically love you and choose you. And one thing that I do want you to remember is that if you are one who cut yourself off from your family. You cut the toxicity out. You cut the drama out. You just couldn't take it. It was abusive. It was destroying you. It was keeping you from reaching new heights. It was keeping you from doing the things that you know that you could do and achieve, or it was just abusive and it swallowed you. And so, what you can do now, it's so powerful and magical. You can build, and you can build your way. You can build the life that you want and that you dream of. And that's what is really exciting about this time and this silence. And instead of allowing it to consume you and allowing a darkness to consume you, you can allow a light to come in and say, I survived this. I survived everything that I went through. And that's what we're really going to do today. And so I do have the free gift for you. There is a 30-day journal just for you guys as well, in how to choose yourself for the new year. Instead of getting a really crazy gym membership that you're not going to go to, there's a 30-day journal where you can learn how to choose yourself, because we didn't know how to do that. If you come from abuse, if you come from toxicity, you were told who you were, right? You were told how to be, you were told how to act, you were told what to do, who to be, what you liked, what you didn't like, right? And so this journal and this guide is designed to help you discover all of that. And that's the true magic about where you're at right now and the true holiday gift that you have given yourself. And I want you to recognize what a gift it is and what a gift you did give yourself, because it is truly a magical moment. And I don't want you to feel alone. I don't want you to feel lost. I want you to feel empowered. I want you to feel I stood up for myself. I did what I needed to do to save myself and to be who I'm going to be. And it really is a beautiful place to be. And I know it feels like a void. And I know it feels cumbersome. And I know it feels very lonely. But, but if you allow this to be what it truly is and you look at it for what it truly is, it can be the absolutely most magical thing that happens in your life, especially during the Christmas season. The transformation piece, oh my God, it's freaking amazing. You are in a place that I'm actually really jealous of, because you get to start from scratch. You get to discover who you are. You get to build who you are and who you want to be. And nobody gets to tell you who that is. You get to decide that for yourself. How freaking cool is that? You get to decide that for yourself. That's just an amazing, amazing gift that you've given to yourself. And I really I love it. I just think that it is just super, super cool. I do. I think it's just an amazing thing. And I love you guys for this. I really do. And if you're here and you're watching, and put something in the comments. I want to know where you guys are from, where you're hanging out from, where you're coming from, and what you're doing for the holidays. I want to know. um, do you have any special plans? Are you going somewhere for dinner? Anything exciting? I want to know. I want to know more about you guys and what you are doing. So put it in the comments. I would love to interact with you guys. I would love to learn more about you guys. And yeah, let's just start interacting with each other. So we have Tom. Tom is from Texas. Hi, Tom. How are you doing? is over on my TikTok side. How he doing this holiday season? I get it. I get it. So Tom says that he recently left. Okay, so he is leaving his. Okay, him and his wife are in the middle of getting divorced. It sounds like they had a pretty rocky relationship. And they're in the middle of a custody battle with the kids, and so he's spending the holidays alone. She has the children. I'm so sorry, my dear. I'm sorry. I know that's tough. And so, what are your plans for the holidays? What are your plans? Okay. Okay. So he was just going to be hanging out at home. He's hanging out at home and watching some movies. That's cool. So some other things that you can do. There's so much that you can do instead. And if you put your email into the link, you'll get the holiday survival guide. And what that is it's going to give you a whole bunch of ideas of other things that you can do, hour by hour throughout the holiday season, so that you don't get stuck in falling into a trap, into a trauma triggering trap. And so that's what that guide is going to do for you, is guide you hour by hour and give you many ideas of different things that you can do, rather than sitting there and wallowing in any kind of sadness, because we don't want to do that. We want to get to a point where we are building something for ourselves, and that is what the other guide, building our chosen family, is going to do for us as well. And so we definitely want to look into that, check into that as well. And so thank you, Tom, for sharing. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. And so anybody else have any holiday plans this season? I did make some really cool holiday music on the Suno app, trying to blend some kind of rock and roll and Christmas music together. That was kind of fun. I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys think? Rock and roll and Christmas music, and I'm talking more like heavy metal kind of rock and roll, instead of just like rocking around the Christmas tree kind of rock and roll. So that's over. That's what I was talking about. And I made some pretty cool songs, and I can share those with you. And I am not much of a dancer. I definitely cannot sing. However, I can share some of these songs that I made, and kind of see what you guys think. If I can open my freaking files. Where's my file? There it is. Okay. There we go. Oh no. Where is it? Where is it? My downloads. I have a little bit of a cold, you guys. So my throat has been, my voice has kind of been screwed up. My throat has kind of been itchy, and my nose has been really stuffy. Okay, where is it? I had one that I really liked. Where'd you go? It is not right there. I'm just going to go on I'm just going to go on the website, and I'm going to pull it up really quick for you guys. Do, 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 do. And I definitely do not sing, so please do not ask me to sing, because that would just be absolutely treacherous. You don't want to hear that. You don't want to hear that. You don't want to hear that. Oh, Becky. Hi, Becky. Welcome to the live. Becky's joining over from the TikTok side. Thank you so much for hopping in, my dear. How are you? Where are you from? You are from Arkansas. Welcome. Welcome to the live. I am so happy to have you here, my dear. Let's see. Where is that one I really liked? Here it is. Let's play. There we go. That's a fun atmospheric Christmas. There we go. What are we doing? Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one to kind of hang out to and listen to. Kind of like it. I kind of like it. So this holiday season, what I want every one of you is to find your peace. I want you to find yourself. I want you to find that magic. I want you to find the strength because it's you. And I understand where you're at, where you've been. I've been there. And this is my goal with Passion from Pain, not just being on the guest, but the solo content that I do as well, is helping you guys overcome yourself in the aftermath of leaving toxicity, of leaving abusive situations. I've been there. I know it. I know it all too well. I know the feelings. I know the heartache. I know exactly, exactly where you're at. Go ahead and leave a comment. Go ahead and leave a comment. With you guys. If you have any questions, just 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 um, talk about overcoming yourself. After leaving situations, leaving people, just not, you know, last night, I, okay, here we go. We're gonna be learning how to do this. Wow, that is it's it's some reason I really I just got like super long brown hair in this particular life or something. So, oh, yeah. So here we are. And so we're just just the chosen family together and just hanging out. We're just hanging out, you guys. So what we're doing here in this live is just hanging out with each other. You know, this live is just for people who find themselves without family this holiday season. And we're hanging out. We're hanging out. We're loving each other. And we're showing each other some love. We're showing each other that, you know, we care. We're showing each other that we're here for each other. And that you're definitely not alone. There are other people who are feeling this with you, that are experiencing this with you. And we're here for you. We love you. And that's what we're doing. That's what this is all about. What this is all about. To turn this down a little bit because I really don't want this background music to overtake Amber because that would be really sad. Right? That would be really, really sad. I don't want to do that. So, kind of what we do. I'm really fun. I'm having a hard time. So, all right, and welcome. Welcome. This is just not going to be a pity party tonight, today. We're celebrating. We're celebrating the fact that we left. a toxic situation. We left a dramatic situation. We left an abusive situation. And we're celebrating that. We may be spending a holiday alone without the family, but we're together. And that's what we're doing. And we are all in. And we're not alone. We are here. And so I just want you all to know how much I appreciate every single one of you, all of you that have been supporting the Passion for Pain podcast. I love you guys so much. And so I really want you guys to know that's what this is all about. Don't forget to grab the free guides that I have, the surviving the holiday season alone, uh, and then building your future chosen family, how to attract the right people into your life, how to pick the right people for your life, how do we find the right people instead of continuing to find the same toxic people in our lives? That is what it's really about. And so that is what this whole live is about. This whole mission is about just that. And so we're just hanging out today. And if you have anything to say, I just go ahead and put it in the comments. I appreciate it. But we can have a conversation. We can hang out. Yeah. All right. What are we doing for the holidays? What are we doing? What can we do? So, what can we do if we're finding that we're alone for the holidays? Well, definitely, um, there's many things that you can do. I mean, there's you can definitely. Let's see, what I can refresh if you want. I'm sorry, guys. I'm over here reading some of the chats. So I hope you guys are all having a wonderful holiday season. Um, and I know it's not easy. I know it's not easy when you're spending that time, or you find that you're spending that time alone. I have been there, and that's what we're doing here. We're just hanging out with each other. We're hanging out and choosing each other. This is the chosen holiday family gathering. And so, if you have anything that you want to put into the comments, anything that you want to say, anything you want to add, anything that you're just feeling, go ahead and put that in the comments. I'd love to hear from you guys. I haven't done too many of these lives yet. Planning on doing a lot more of them as the podcast definitely grows. I know a lot of you guys are coming over from the podcast. And we're live over on YouTube and Facebook right now as well. And I think Instagram, although I was having an issue with that connection. I'm still learning that side of things, because, why not? Right? And so, let's kind of do, you guys want to do a vision exercise? You want to do a vision exercise? Okay. So if you're in a comfortable spot, if not, you can just listen. If you're in a spot that you can, close your eyes for a minute. I want to walk you through something that I really want you to think about. Okay. If you are one that is finding yourself alone for the holiday season, one thing that I want you to do is let's go through this Christmas 2029 exercise. What is Christmas 5 years from now gonna look like for you? Let's plan that. Let's dream what that is. So it's Christmas morning 2029. 5 years from now, you wake up in a home that feels safe. No walking on eggshells, no dread, just peace. Just peace. How cool is that? Just peace. You smell coffee or maybe some cinnamon rolls, whatever your perfect Christmas morning feels like, smells like, looks like. Okay? Whatever that is, that's what you smell. And you walk into your living room, and there are people there, but not the people who hurt you, the people who choose you instead. and the people that you choose back. Maybe it's a partner, maybe it's close friends, maybe it's your kids, maybe it's a found family that you haven't even met yet. Okay. Maybe it's a partner, but they're there and they're real and they love you not because they have to, because they actually do love you and they do want to be there, and somebody just hands you a cup of coffee exactly how you like it because they know you, they pay attention and they care. You sit down and someone says, I'm so glad that you're here, and they mean it. They actually mean it. They actually mean it. Wow. And there's no manipulation, there's no guilt trips, there's no walking on eggshells, just love, just real love. And that future is real. That real chosen family Christmas. That's the thing. And it's worth every hard day that you're going through right now. It's worth every hard day. It is. I and I know because I've been there. You know, I was in this exact spot 20 years ago. Dear God, you know, and that future is real. It's not a fantasy. It's what you're building, and 5 years. It's not that far away. It's not that far away, you know, and that's what you're building. It's not that far away, you know, and so you know, type in the chat one thing from that vision that you're committing to building. What does that look like? What are you going to do to build that perfect family, that perfect Christmas, to have those people in your life that actually choose you? What are you going to do to get that? That's what we're going to work on. That's what we're going to do this year, right? That- That's what we're going to do. And if you go to, there's a link in my bio, and you can get the building the future family, the chosen future family guide. You can get that, and it's how to get the people that choose you into your life. How to, you know, just pretty much repel the toxic people and bring in the authentic people, the ones that choose you, the ones that love you, not the ones that are going to manipulate, take advantage of, not the toxic ones, nothing like that. Nothing like that. Just how, just how they love you. They do. They love you. And they're out there. They're absolutely out there. You know, you do just have to find those people. And they're, you can find them. You just got to be looking in the right places, you know? Are we looking in the right places? Are we going to the right groups? Are we going to the places, you know, that have the people that actually love us, you know? We got to be hanging out at those places, going to those groups. That's where we meet them. That's where we meet those people, right? Definitely don't meet them by hanging out at home and just waiting for Amazon to deliver them. That doesn't work that way. We do got to go out. You know, sometimes we meet them online. You know, a lot of my chosen family, a lot of them are online. And that's okay. That's perfectly okay. There is absolutely nothing wrong with that at all. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. No. And some of my closest friends and best friends, they're online, and that's all right. I love it. You know, I love connecting with them. You know, it's a good thing. You know, and so I appreciate every single one of you coming in and hanging out today. I really do. I really do. And so, you know, this has been a short little hangout, but I really appreciate every single one of you guys. You guys have made this ride an amazing ride. You've made Passion from Pain just an amazing experience, and I appreciate every single one of you. And if you guys need anything, you definitely do know how to get a hold of me. You know, you can write in the chats. You can absolutely, um, you know, just DM me, reach out to me. I get it. You know, and then your gift, I've got a gift for you guys. You know, so we do a little gift exchange. It's just for you, and that's okay. So your gift, everyone who showed up tonight get something exclusive that nobody else gets, and it's called the New Year I Choose Me 30-day transformation journal. You know, and so starting January 1st or tonight if you want. Okay, if you do find yourself alone for the holidays, it's a perfect time to start working on the next year and building what the next year is going to look like, and building how amazing it can actually be. And so starting, tonight, spend the next 30 days just choosing yourself and learning how to choose yourself. You could do that. Every single day has a deep dive prompt and diving into our patterns and why we choose the toxic people in our lives and why we keep just choosing those kind of people. Why don't we choose the people that are authentic to us? And so, that is what that is. That is definitely there for you. So please go get that. Please go get that. And it's just a free gift for you guys. It's compiled from a lot of amazing conversations that I've had with guests on the podcast. If you have watched the Passion from Pain podcast or listened to it, I've had some amazing guests on there, and we've done some amazing deep dives, and that's really what it's all about. And I've put together a lot of some of the best advice from them into that journal for you. And if you're not into doing journaling, that's perfectly okay. It does just have some questions that are just great to ponder, and great to just really start thinking about your life and how we can transform it and how we can get to where we want to be at the end of the day, at the end of the year. And so that link is going to be, it's actually in the bio. If you're on TikTok, it's in the chat. If you are watching on Facebook or YouTube Live right now, it is in the chat for you. So definitely go and get that because it's absolutely worth it if you are looking to transform this year beyond the pain, beyond the nonsense, beyond the toxicity. Okay. And if you want to do this with a community, um, people who are choosing themselves every day, then make sure that you join the Passion from Pain Survivors Inner Circle. And I'm going to drop a link for that too. So if anybody has any questions or anybody wants to share any kind of stories, experiences, what are you doing for the holidays? If you are spending the holidays alone, what are your plans? What are you doing? Do you go to a diner? Do you go to the movies? What do you do for yourself? I'm curious. I'm curious what all you guys are doing for the holidays. Um, so just yeah, let me know what's going on. Let me know what's going on. I love to learn about what everybody is doing. I appreciate it. And so I see we got a bunch of people that have been joining. Be chillin' Beck, Alan Ball, Karen Woods. Man, my nose is really stuffy. I am having a hard time breathing. It is fun. So you guys are just amazing. I appreciate the encouragement that you guys have been giving me and the comments that have been coming in on the videos. I really appreciate you guys. I really do. It's been a lot of hard work, especially putting myself out there and personal stories out there. It's been a lot of hard work. And I appreciate everything that you guys have been saying and how you've been encouraging. And so, yeah, I just really love you guys. All right. Wow, you guys are just amazing. This is your chosen family. We might be on screens, but we're definitely really real. Definitely really real. We lived it, and we're still here. We're still here. We lived through the bullshit. We lived through the nonsense, but we're still here, and we choose ourselves. We choose each other, and that's really what you know Christmas is all about. It's what the holidays are all about. You know, is being with the ones that you love, and if is if it's just you, it's okay. It's okay. You survived. You're here. You choose you, and that's the whole game. That is the whole game. You know. And so I love you guys. You guys are just so amazing. You guys are just so amazing. Well, let's see. What have we got going on? All right, you guys. Well, we are at the end. I appreciate everybody for hopping in, and I wish you all a Merry Christmas. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Definitely go check out the latest Passion from Pain episode on YouTube, on Spotify and Apple, and Spreaker. The latest episode, it's a tearjerker, but it's definitely a healing episode. And so, if you are needing some real healing, that is one to go listen to. And so, I love you guys very much, and happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and I will see you guys really soon. All right, bye. 113 likes. That's cool. Man, I forgot to end it, and that sucks.